Hello everyone, this is Shara, and as promised, here's our first video as a Man-at-Arms-like class. I run 2-2-1 with a Bastard Sword, a Bandage and second wind plus dodge. For my first impression, I never really felt like trying the dodge, because whenever I see someone using the dodge, I usually manage to force a parry regardless of their dodge, basically burning twice the stamina. It's quite easy to sprint into your attacks, so you cover a lot of distance, which is often underestimated. But after trying the dodge a couple of times, it can get you out of a few strikes and open a few possibilities. Though I'm not sure how viable it is against very experienced players, since most one-on-ones are basically stamina races, where the feints, morphs and chambers are attempts to end the fight quicker. A hit in duel can change the favor in terms of stamina, since a successful hit doesn't drain stamina and actually regenerates some stamina for you, negating the cost of the feint or the morph. While I'm already talking about duels, I would really love to see more use for chambers in duels. During the alpha they were a lot harder to pull off, and acted as an offensive stamina-free parry. Now the chambers are easier and drain much more stamina than a regular parry. To utilize chambers in duels you would have to feint and morph. Even morph into a feint. And that is very expensive. From what I've seen so far, if you manage to never fall for a feint or morph, which is quite possible in duel, you will almost always win the stamina battle, by just parrying and riposting. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I've never really bothered with a dodge up until now. But second wind is amazing in combination with a dodge, as long as you score hits. But nonetheless, it's a fun build to play. It gives me the old Chivalry vibes. Another thing I really want to raise attention to is the map design and player count. Currently the only official servers we get are 64 player servers. You may have noticed how much of a clusterfuck these can be. So ever since the game was released I tried to convince the devs to give us an alternative matchmaking for Frontline with only 32 players. Especially maps like Red suffer a lot from this problem. The castle on Red, the last objective to defend the blue, could easily be free-folded in size and it would still be very playable. The tight corridors and small courtyard and a small walkway on the walls are just too narrow for any kind of decent gameplay. Looking at Tiger, the problem really starts at the choke points here too, particularly on the last objective for Red to defend. There's two paths, no way around, with the Red spawn directly around the corner. Sure, you can climb over the rocks and stuff, but you won't get far. After playing on a few 32-player private servers, the whole game flow was a lot more fluid and fun. Which makes me think that the whole 64-player thing was just an afterthought for marketing reasons. In general, we just need way bigger maps to play with 64 players. If bigger maps isn't an option, we need at least some side objectives to draw attention. Let's move on to the confirmed future of Mordhau. From what we know so far, the next things to be included in updates are 2 new maps, new weapons, new weapon skins. Well, some skins got released in yesterday's update. And yeah, hopefully a lot more customization. To me, the customization is a dream to come true. So many exciting possibilities to create a unique look. It's kind of a shame that it all goes to waste by having blue and red. I really wish we could choose 2 primary colors per team, making the game more customizable. It's already possible to disable team colors, so this wouldn't be too far off, I guess. Another thing that is confirmed to come is the competitive mode, including a 1v1, 2v2 and 3v3 mode, which I am very excited about. I'm glad they chose to include groups instead of just the 1v1 duel mode Chivalry had. This adds a whole new dynamic to the game. If I remember correctly from the stuff that was hinted in Discord a year ago, some unlocks will be tied to the ranked mode too. Special colors, weapon skins, metal tints. This is pretty much everything I had in mind about Mordhau for today. Before I end my commentary here, if you have anything that you'd like to discuss in the next video, let me know. I also really appreciate the kind words from your comments. It's always nice to read that I helped someone to get the hang of these games. If you want to check out my live gameplay once in a while on Twitch, to see me get stuck by archers and facepalm, I will leave a link in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all on the battlefield. Shara out.